Hi, I'm Tim Smith. I'm the National Vice President of the Bill of Rights Defense Committee, but I'm also the chairperson of the Bill of Rights Defense Committee, Tacoma, Washington, and have been involved in this work since right after 9/11. My large passion has been trying to educate people and teach them about their government and how to push back against the cloak of fear and oppression that has resulted since 9/11. The biggest desire that I have out of this weekend is that people will connect with each other and find tools and techniques to both understand their government and find new ways and radical ways to not just repair the Constitution and not just to try to defend the Constitution, but actually to reinvent our system. Isn't it time to reinvent our liberty and our freedom in a way that reflects the world that we want? That was the kind of question that was posed when we desired and wanted to have this conclave. It was my intention to try to bring some of us that have been doing this a while together with some of the folks that are new to it, so that we could not only refresh our thought processes, but also to share our experiences and our strengths and our hope and imagination for the future. One of the most important issues I think our country is facing is literally how we treat each other. And that golden rule, if you would, transcends all of the issues that we have, whether it's our foreign policy, whether it's our militarization, whether it's the way we treat people from other countries. We have to realize that until we begin to treat each other the way we wanted to be treated, until we begin to create the world that we want to live in and we want others to live in and not exclude a single person, only then will we achieve our ultimate success as a society and as a people. And if I can in any way help that or shape that this weekend, or even just be a part of it, I want to know that I was in Chicago when it started. And that change is starting today, and it's starting this weekend with these people. And I can only say so much, be so grateful for the people that made this possible. I think for the first time we have people that have cast off the frustration of not being able to do anything. They're starting to challenge the paradigm of the security state and say, is that really the way we want it? Is that really how it has to be? They're working not only at national level, but realizing that the power of our country really exists in those small places, in those little communities, those out-of-the-way places. Because if freedom and liberty doesn't mean anything there, it doesn't mean anything anywhere. And I think that what we're seeing is that wave, that second wave. Following 9/11, we weren't sure. We thought it was going to get bad. Well, we've seen everything happen that we thought would happen, from the killing of a U.S. citizen overseas by executive order, to the detention of people without charges, to torture, to the suppression of racial groups, to racial profiling, to the suppression of lawful dissent. All of those things have happened, and the Bill of Rights Defense Committee said it would happen. What we're seeing now is people starting to push back, people starting to think, I can do something about this. And that's what we're seeing now. One of the things we do to push back is we pick up the trash around an immigration detention center. And one of the first pieces I've carried just with me for 8 years was this drawing done by a little girl. And I asked her to draw a picture of what it was like to visit your family. And on the right is a picture of her father behind a glass, and she's sitting on the left with her mother. I think what we're seeing and what keeps me going is hoping and imagining a world one day where a little girl doesn't have to go through that or see that ever. I hope I answered that question. I have no idea, but
it was wonderful. Those
are the kinds of things, the individual connections. Everyone in this room and every one of you looking at this has a similar thing. So I hope you find your hope and don't let it go.